Good afternoon, squad. I am Staff Sergeant Chili, squad leader, 1st Squad, 2nd Platoon Battle Company, and today I will be giving an unclassified information brief on the Chinese Rifle Squad. The purpose of this brief is to familiarize you with the composition and strengths and weaknesses of a Chinese Rifle Squad. Today I will be covering the United States Army Rifle Squad, the Chinese Army Rifle Squad, their compositions, the strengths and weaknesses of each composition, takeaways from the entire brief, and to wrap it up, questions at the end. The bottom line up front of this brief is to understand a Chinese weapon squad capabilities and how they match up against our own capabilities that we have. So to start off with the United States Army Rifle Squad, as you can see, we have 9 members of each squad, consisting of 3 NCOs that consist of a squad leader who's the most senior NCO, an Alpha team leader, and a Bravo team leader. Now, the Bravo team leader is the second most senior NCO of this squad. Within each team is symmetrical against each other. So Alpha team and Bravo team both mirror each other. Both teams consist of a team leader, a grenadier, an automatic rifleman, and a rifleman. The grenadier carries an M203 grenade launcher. The automatic rifleman carries an M249, or as we call it, a SAW, and a rifleman carries the M4. Now, Alpha team, again, is the same with Bravo team, so both squads have double of each weapon. The squad leader manages both squads through the use of the team leaders and divvying up tasks through them, and is able to task one team leader and being usually the Bravo team leader by being most senior and having more experience with being in charge of their squad more directly, while the squad leader tries to take control of Alpha team more often. So the Chinese Rifle Squad doesn't really mirror the United States Army Rifle Squad in a way that we see. We have 3 teams here. Again, there are nine PAXs in the squad in total, but consists of 3 teams. The first team is the headquarters team. So obviously different. You have your squad leader, you have your assistant squad leader, and you have a driver. All carry the Chinese equivalent to an M4 is the QBZ-95. The squad leader will carry a pistol at his hip, and the driver and assistant squad leader both have the capabilities of attaching a mounted M240 Bravo equivalent to the top of the CSK-141, which is our Humvee equivalent. Going into the 2 other teams, you have the machine gun team. It consists of the machine gunner, the assistant machine gunner, and the sniper. The machine gunner carries the QJY-88, which that is a direct correlation to our own SAW that our squads carry. The assistant machine gunner carries the QBZ-95, and the sniper carries the QBV-88, which is the M110 sniper equivalent to ours. The anti-tank team, which again isn't in our squad, carries the grenadier, and something different from our grenadier and their grenadier. While ours carries the M320, theirs carries the DZJ-08. This DZJ-08 is our American equivalent to the AT-4. Also attached to the squad is riflemen. So yeah, that's the basic squad composition and kind of the differences. So when you look at the weapon comparisons between these 2 squads, you can see a lot of it's similar, but there are some key differences. So the QBZ-95, as mentioned, is their assault rifle. With the max effective range of 400 meters. The big 2 differences, in my opinion, are the CSK-141, their light tactical vehicle, which we do not have in an organic rifle squad, and then their QBU-88, their sniper rifle, which again, we do not have in our organic rifle squad. So comparing these 2 squads and some strengths, starting off with the United States Army's Rifle Squad, the non-commissioned officers. So we do have more non-commissioned officers than they do in their squads. We have 2 team leaders and a squad leader. I think our non-commissioned officer setup is better than theirs because while having these 2 team leaders, they can take direct control of the teams, and the squad leader can give communication directly to the team leaders, while in the Chinese Army Rifle Squad, the main team leader can't really get in lines of contact with that assistant team leader who's taking over one of the teams because usually they're spread out, being as they're such different teams. One's an anti-tank team and one's a machine gun team. Another strength the United States Army Rifle Squad has is the symmetry in the squad. So our squads are grouped into 2 teams which are basically symmetrical from each other. And stuff happens in battles. Things happen that we don't expect. People can go down, but luckily our squads mirror each other, so people can fill in gaps where need be. A rifleman can take the job of an assistant gunner or a grenadier. It's not that specialized as in the Chinese army. Their junior rifleman isn't going to be able to take control of that sniper rifle or be able to drive their CSK 141. Also, we do have more saws than they do, or they're equivalent to a saw. We outnumber 2-1. This is a big advantage for us. We're able to, we can plan, using this, we plan to hone in on that, and we can take out, if we take out one of their saws, they're done. They don't have another one. They don't have another machine gun that they can attack us with. Getting into the Chinese army strengths, they're mobile. Of course, with their vehicle capabilities, they can go longer, they can go farther, they can go faster than we can. But looking at this, you have to be able to understand that with that comes sustainment. They have to be able to provide gasoline to their CSK 141. Also, the terrain that we are able to go on, they might not be able to go on because of their vehicle and its capabilities. Also, the sniper, one big thing is their reconnaissance with the sniper and the sniper team they have. So the sniper can max effective range of 1,000 meters, but it can see way beyond that. And so we could be a click and a half out from it, and they can recognize us and just wait for us to do a click. So we have to be aware of that when we're planning our missions and when we're attacking and when we think we're going to encounter this Chinese rifle squad. Also, organically, they have anti-armor capabilities, and we do not. Again, this is just something we need to keep in the back of our mind because they do have a missile launcher that can disrupt where we are and make us flare out. So some key takeaways that I want y'all to take away from this brief is the Chinese squad has more specialized squad members, right? So this is not necessarily a good thing. It has its pros, it has its cons. And with some pros, they can do a lot more stuff than we can, but some cons, they might not be able to fill their positions easier than we can. They might not be able to move and maneuver as fast or as tactile as we can, right? They only have one automatic machine gun. Again, I touched on this earlier. I think this is a big one for us because we outnumber it 2-1. That's 2 machine guns versus 1 machine gun. That's a lot more firepower. We can hit them harder. We can hit them stronger than they can hit us. One last takeaway is they're mobile. Being mobile does a lot for you, but also takes stuff away from you, right? It's not like they can go in these like rugged mountains that we can. Also, they have to sustain their mobility. They have to keep gas on them. That's it's equipment. But also, they can carry more equipment, right? Because they don't have to put it all on their backs. So this concludes my brief squad. Are there any questions?